Have you been in a conversation where you truly felt heard and understood? Feels amazing, right? Well, today I'm going to share how you can become that kind of person, the one who is not just a good listener, but a great one. Hello, my name is Pooja Nitin Porwal. I'm an IT professional and a career growth coach. So let's dive in. And believe me when I tell you this, being a great listener is not just a skill, it's a superpower. It helps you build stronger relationships, solve problems more efficiently, and even help you grow in your career. Stick with me because I'll be sharing a quick exercise at the end to boost your listening skills instantly. Now, let's first see why listening matters. Listening is more than just hearing words, it's about understanding, connecting, and making the other person feel valued. Studies have shown that effective listening is linked to better communication. It reduces any misunderstanding and also linked to even higher emotional intelligence. So let's level up your listening game with this video today. So let me share 5 key tips that can help you become a great listener. First, be present. This is so very important, and in our today's day and age of information technology and the number of devices that we surround ourselves with, this becomes rare, and that's why it's extremely important as well. Okay, so the idea is putting away distractions. Yes, all sorts of distraction, which includes your mobile phone as well. I just came across a short video from Simon Sinek wherein he was explaining that just holding your mobile phone in your hand, even when you are not looking at it, it's not ringing, nothing is happening, but then it's just in your hand and you're talking to the other person, the other person still feels that you are not completely there. So that's why it's important to put away your mobile phone as well. Listening starts with giving your full attention. So eye contact, nodding, leaning in slightly shows that you're fully engaged. Tip number 2, don't interrupt. This is something that I have done so much in my early career. So I used to be a person who was like good at her job, always had majority of answers, and I used to kind of try to preempt what the other person is going to say and interrupt and answer even before they finish speaking, which was very, very rude. I even got this feedback at one point or other from my managers. That's when I decided to change this altogether. So today I'm a good to great listener. So I understand that it's tempting to jump in with your thoughts, but resist the urge. Let the speaker finish their point. Sometimes silence is the best way to show you are processing what they are saying. And when the other person feel heard, there is a high chance that they would also give you the same courtesy in return. So they would also give you their full attention and would hear without interruption when you are speaking. So not interrupting can change a lot of things for you. Give it a shot. Number 3, ask questions. So great listeners also ask good questions. Ask open ended questions like, can you tell me more about this? Or how did this make you feel? This shows genuine interest. And not only in your work environment, this is something that you can do in any sorts of communication, even with your children, kids, elderly parents, neighbors, anybody. When you ask more questions, the other person gets more opportunities to put their point across. And sometimes people just need it to be heard, right? So it's always a good idea to ask open ended questions. Number 4, mirror and validate. So whenever you are having important discussions, always try to repeat back the key points to confirm that your understanding is correct. Like you can start with saying, so what you are saying is this, and then validate their feelings also at times. So even a simple that sounds tough or that must have been really painful can go a long way. That helps you have that immediate emotional connect as well. So confirming what you have understood help reduce any misunderstanding at later date, and sounding off or validating what the person must be feeling help to diffuse some of the very difficult situations. When you validate their feelings, people are less on the defensive side, so it helps you a lot. 5, avoid judging. Okay, we as human beings and with all the biases that we carry within us because of culture and where we are born and everything else around us, it's not very easy to avoid judging. We all become judgmental very quickly. But the idea here is to keep an open mind. Listening isn't about agreeing or disagreeing, it's about understanding the other person's perspective. So avoid giving any unsolicited advice unless they have asked for it. Especially with men, they are usually with a lot of solution oriented mindset, right? So as soon as somebody says something, they try, they start thinking, how do I resolve this? How do I resolve this? How do I resolve this? And they are not really in a position to listen well. So don't judge people. Try to understand where they are coming from. Everybody have different backgrounds and social statuses and the way they have grown up, right? So you would always have things which are normal for them but may not be as normal for you. So that's why when you bring in judgment, it just create unnecessary barriers, which are not seen but they are always felt. So don't judge. Now let me give you that quick listening exercise that would tell you how good of a listener you are, or how you can even improve over there, right? So, next time you are in a conversation, count how many times you want to interrupt but you don't do it. So, aim for zero interruptions. It's harder than it sounds, but it's super effective. And once you have mastered this technique wherein you're not interrupting people, you would indirectly show a lot of respect to what they are saying, and you would get the same courtesy back in majority of situations. Remember, being a great listener takes time. Some things are so ingrained in our subconscious that when you make it conscious, it takes conscious practice for a number of days, weeks, even months for it to become automated. But at the end of it, it's so worth it. Start with one tip from today, whatever resonated with you the most, and you will notice how your relationships improve. And this is not something that only works with your work relationship. This is going to do wonders for your personal relationships as well. So if you think you have learned something here, don't forget to like this video. Do subscribe and share it with people who could use a listening boost. See you the next time.